Понял, под моим управлением. Наблюдаю вас 292.
Hello guys, once again it's Matt and we are here with the dev server of the next update. I think it's called Winged Lions or something. We are going to talk about in this video about all the new aircraft coming, except for Israel. Then I'm going to make a special video on it. Will go out later today. And tomorrow we will see the other video for the ground and naval stuff if you are interested. So make sure to subscribe, and anything that you want to see in the dev server, please leave it in the comments. Everything is subject to change as always, but let's start with the US. So we have a new addition, a very anticipated one. Even though it's just a bomber, a lot of people like this aircraft, me included. It was the service record of this aircraft is not the greatest, but still one of the most beautiful aircraft in the Vietnam era aircraft. So we have the F-105D Thunder Chief, or the third, the Jug. No, the third. Yeah, I always forget the name. So yeah, basically it's a bomber, a jet bomber. Okay, basically a tactical bomber. So it has this very cool this very cool fuselage and stuff. Jesus, the aircraft flying around are very loud. But yeah, it has a J75 P19W, very strong engine, as you see. It can get to, I don't know, 120 kilonewtons or something when at speed. So yeah, very strong engine. It's a very big aircraft. Look at the size of the pilot. We have the NASA radar for now. I don't know if it's the correct radar, but it's the same radar as on the F-104s, some of the F-104s. We have the M61 Vulcan, a standard American cannon with 1,000 rounds, so pretty good ammunition amount. If you see the pilot here, we have CCIP and CCRP for bombs as well, so pretty cool to have this, and a very cool aircraft in general. So yeah, let's check the loadout. So of course, seeing here we have RWRs, we don't have flares and chaff. We have the AIM-9B and the AIM-9E, which is okay. Some LAWs and AGMs, as you see, and of course the main armament of this aircraft, the bombs. So we have a ton of bombs, as you see. Look at this. With the full loadout, you can take 16 750 pound bombs. So yeah, pretty cool loadouts, as you see. You can pause it to check it out. But yeah, pretty amazing, right? We can also take the Mark 84 and the Mark 82, I think. No, it's the M118 demolition bomb. So pretty strong bomb, 3,000 pounds. We have the Mark 83, M117, the Mark 82s, as you see, together with some missiles. So yeah, pretty cool bombs. Even the Mark 84. Okay, so it's a bomber. Okay, don't expect this to be the greatest fighter ever, but it's a very good bomber. A very good bomber. As you see, the rate of climb is not the greatest, but we are going to test it out. It can take, it can do air-to-air because it can take 4 missiles. AIM-9Es are very nice at 9.7. Together with this ammunition, it's pretty good, but it's a bomber, okay, so don't expect too much out of air-to-air combat with this. So let's test fly it. Not a lot of fuel, as you see, but let's do it. So yeah guys, here we are, the third very cool aircraft. You have even the thing to land in carriers, so yeah, pretty cool. It feels a little bit heavy. Sorry if you're seeing some stutter. I don't know why in the dev server sometimes the cap on the FPS doesn't work sometimes, but yeah, pretty cool aircraft in general. I was actually waiting for this aircraft for a long time. I love this different type of aircraft, as you know, in the channel. Here we have the cockpit, as you see, very cool cockpit with the radar there, and kind of a vertical radar there as well. So I think it's a very cool aircraft to fly in sim battles. So yeah, the RWR is supposed to be there, but we don't have it yet. But yeah, pretty cool aircraft, guys. Look at it. It's pretty fast, as you see. And with this radar, I mean, it's not the greatest radar ever, as you know about the radar on the F-104. But yeah, the roll rate is pretty good. Has the normal Vulcan, as always. But I don't know, guys. At 9.7, this aircraft is going to be amazing. Not only as a bomber. I think it's going to be a good uh, fighter. I mean, it's an F. But yeah, pretty cool aircraft, guys. Very anticipated, a very cool, very amazing aircraft to fly. As you see, pretty fast. I mean, the max speed I cannot see here, but yeah, pretty cool, guys. Also, we have the same HUD as in the F4, as you see, and it has CCRP and CCIP, so yeah, it will be good in ground battles as well, especially at this BR. Okay, it has the lab systems, which is the CCRP, which always helps in the in the air, the realistic air. But yeah, look at the speed of the aircraft, pretty fast. Let's try to destroy this with the Vulcan, normal Vulcan, right? Yeah, pretty cool. Look at that. That's something that I just did not know. Jesus, that's weird. Yeah, that's really weird. But yeah, pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. And for now, it doesn't have any other skin, as you see, but it might be added because it's a very commonly known aircraft and a very cool aircraft. Of course, remember, it's underneath the B-57, so research it. I researched it yesterday to get it because in the dev server because I thought it would be in here, but we didn't have the exactly confirmed that it was going to be here. But yeah. And before we go to Germany and USSR and the other stuff, the F4E of course received the GBU 8/15, so it's a new bomb that we have here. So where is it? It's supposed to be here, but basically it doesn't show here. But let's see. I mean, it's just another bomb guided, a laser guided bomb, I think, or something like that. I cannot see what it is exactly, but yeah, I don't know. It's not exactly introduced yet, but yeah, they changed the F4E a little bit in the loadout department as well. Germany, of course, didn't receive anything for now, but there was some stuff in the files about a Pucara, Argentinian aircraft. Maybe we see that here. But in the end of the video, I'm going to talk about a little bit of the files that people found out. But yeah, let's get to the Soviet Union, which has two new attack aircraft. So first of all, let's talk about the Lion one. So we have a new MiG-27. Basically, it's the MiG-27K, which is the main Soviet version of the MiG-27, the most advanced version of the MiG-27 used by the Soviet Union. Of course, the M was basically a cheaper version of the K. So yeah, the K is the main version. The main difference between the K and the M, of course, it's a little bit of the avionics and stuff in real life. But the main thing in game is the addition of a camera. So here we have the M, as you see, and we only have a laser. It's not even a laser. I mean, I think it can be used as a laser designator, but it's more of a rangefinder and slash a laser designator. And here in the MiG-27K, we have the laser designator together with a camera, okay? So, I don't know if this one or this one is the camera, but we have an actual TV camera right now, like the Jaguar, okay? So, yeah, this is the main difference. Of course, we still have the tub of the MiG-27. We still have the same aerodynamics, the same shape of the aircraft. We have this cool skin. And of course, the same engine as well, the R29B300, which is a little bit modified for flying at low altitudes. It doesn't have the external eyelash here, as on the MiG-23. But yeah, pretty good engine as well. Has the slats, has the flaps, has everything else that the other MiG-27 has. The flight performance itself is probably the same. So In the aircraft itself, for now, we have the same armament, so the R-60Ms, the KH-29Ts and the Ls, the KH-25s and the KH-23s, of course B-8s, some bombs and the S-24, and of course the Cab 500KR, which is the TV guided one. But we have a new bomb in the Soviet 3, so we have the Cab 500L, which is a new guided bomb, laser guided bomb for the Soviet Union. Okay, so it's just a normal laser guided bomb, not much different. The special thing about this aircraft, as I'm going to show, is the TV itself with a BR of 11.0. Okay, so here we are with the MiG-17, the MiG-27K, which is, as you saw, the same as the other one. Basically, it's just that it has a different type of camera. So I'm going to line it up. I don't have the bombs, but it's just to show you guys. So we have this. I don't know if it has the night vision, the thermals, but yeah, has this special camera to actually look at targets. Okay, so it's pretty amazing. Yeah, a little bit better than the MiG-27M. And yeah, we have some kind of smoke here. I don't know exactly what it is, but yeah. Still has the flares and stuff. Still has the same amazing cannon. Basically the same aircraft. We have the cockpit. I think it's almost the same. It has a different HUD, but it's pretty cool. A very modern HUD actually, similar to the MiG-23 MLD. But yeah, it doesn't have the textures yet, fully loaded as you see, but pretty amazing. So yeah, pretty cool aircraft, new Soviet aircraft, as you see there, the TV guidance and the laser designator. Pretty cool aircraft for air to ground. And still doesn't have the other camos, any other camo for now. At least I don't think so. But yeah, let's get into the next aircraft. A very surprising one actually to see this one. The Sukhoi 22 M3. So basically is a modernization of the Sukhoi 17 that we have. The 22 designation is for the Su. It's the same as the Su-17, but it's a export version of it. Okay, so of course we have the M3 variant, a little bit more modern than the M2 that we already have in the 3. It's a squadron vehicle, 520,000 points of squadron, so you have to be in a squadron to get these points. You know how it is. Of course, it doesn't have a radar or anything. It has a laser rangefinder just. For laser guided missiles, it needs the. I think it needs still the designator, but I might be mistaken because these more modern versions used a more modern designator as well, which probably could designate a target. So yeah, it has the same engine as on the MiG-23, so it's a Lyuka R-29, the Saturn R-29. So basically, no, it's not actually. No, I'm mistaken. The engine there is a Tumansky, so it's a different engine. Of course, all the Sukhois use the Saturn engines, the Lyuka engines. So yeah, pretty strong engine as you see. But yeah, it's just another swept wing aircraft. So yeah, as you see, has the swept wing, half of them, of it actually. Of course, it has the chefs and flares, which the M2 doesn't have. Which is pretty amazing, right? It's a modernization. Of course, this one is from Bulgaria. We probably will see a lot of other skins for this aircraft, so it's pretty cool to see this type of skin in this aircraft. It has this enlarged fin here. So yeah, and it probably doesn't have the cockpit textures yet, as you see here. But yeah, the loadouts. Of course, we have the R60s, the normal R60s, not the R60Ms. But it can take 6 R60s, which is pretty amazing. And of course, a lot more armament. So the normal bombs that we have, the Fab 500s M62s, which is the modern 500 kilos. We have the 250 kilo Fab 500, the 100 kilo gun pods. We have the S-24s. We have, of course, the S-3s and the B-8s, the S-8s, I mean. We also have the KH-23M and the KH-25, as you see here, the 25L, the 29L. We don't have TV guided ammunition here, but we have another missile, another new missile in the game, the S-25. People that play DCS a lot will know that the S-25 is very effective. It's a very large missile with basically the idea of just firing away in direct hit with a target. So it doesn't carry a lot of them, it just carries 2 that I saw. I think it's just 2. But maybe 4, maybe when the patch is released. But the S-25 basically is a laser guided missile, the same as the KH-25, but it has, let me check. Yeah, I think it's wrong, this type of, I think the explosive mass is supposed to be a little bit better, but still, don't matter, a new type of missile, pretty cool missile in general. So yeah, pretty cool aircraft, let's test it out. As you saw, we have countermeasures as well. And let me check. At least for now here, we don't have a new skin, but we probably will see a lot of skins for it just because it's a export aircraft. It doesn't have the cockpit now, for now. As you see, we only have a radar rangefinder. So yeah, and look at the sound of this aircraft. They changed the sounds, so pretty cool. Only has 12 flares apparently, which is odd. But it can save your life. I don't know if it's the big flares or the small flares, but yeah. It shoots up. Where is it? Maybe on the tail? I don't know. Oh, there. In the middle of the aircraft. So, yeah, it shoots sideways. Nice. Pretty cool. So, I think it has an ACM, internal ACM pod, if I'm not mistaken, but I have to research it. But yeah, pretty cool aircraft. Of course, it has CIP and CCIP. Of course, being a squadron vehicle, you don't have to. I mean, it's just you have to research it by the aircraft, by the squadron that you have. So yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, as you see, just a couple of flares and a normal. It's basically a normal Sukhoi, you know, heavy, very fast, doesn't turn a lot, but has a lot of missiles, a lot of air-to-ground weapons, just another attacker. And being a squadron vehicle makes me happy because you don't have to buy it. I thought it would be premium once I saw the files, but apparently it was not. So yeah, pretty cool to have this. I'm glad because I did not want to buy another premium aircraft after the SPS. But yeah, pretty cool. We don't have the cockpit yet, but yeah. Let's see the other aircraft in the game. So for Great Britain, we have only one aircraft for now. I don't think the Phantoms or anything, yeah, they didn't get anything. Let's check. Still same missiles, still same everything. And of course we have the Seafire Mark III, the LF Mark III. So as you see, I think this is not, I don't know if this skin is correct, but yeah, pretty, just a normal Spitfire, but a naval. So yeah, pretty cool. Not gonna talk about it much. Has the Merlin as always. So yeah, pretty cool. Of course, France also got the same aircraft. So you're going to already talk about it. So as you see, pretty cool aircraft. Pretty cool skin, I mean. And yeah, it's just a normal Spitfire, but naval. Okay. So yeah, let's move on. And the final aircraft added for now, for at least, we should see some other aircraft that I'm going to talk about in a little bit later, but yeah, we have the LA-11. So we already had it in the Soviet Tech tree as a, I think it was a premium or something, back in like 3-4 years ago, and now we have it in the Chinese tree. For me, I got a little bit happy because the LA-11, I always wanted to have it, but I didn't have it in the Soviet tree because I didn't get it. And we have now on the Chinese tech tree, so I can have it here. So of course the difference especially the main difference between the LA9 and the LA11 is the lack of 4 cannons. It has only 3, and I think it has more fuel, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it doesn't have air to ground, but yeah, pretty cool aircraft in general, but we already know this type of aircraft. So yeah, this is it for the confirmed things that are already here. And here we have another thing that I want to talk about it a little bit before the end of the video. So the files. So we have a couple of files, new files. As I said before, the Israeli tree, I'm going to make a special video on it because there's a lot of aircraft there. I'm going to show every single one of them. But here we have some files that were discovered. So as you see, we have a lot of aircraft, very weird files. But the main things that I got from it was, of course, the F4J. So we probably will see a Navy Phantom finally coming to War Thunder right now in this patch. So yeah, this was the main thing. You can pause it and see everything that was found. Of course, in the forums they are already trying to see if there's more stuff, but for now this is it. We already have the Pucara, as I said before, the IA58A Pucara, which is an Argentinian twin-engined, I think it's turboprop light attack aircraft, so it could be coming for Germany or something. Of course, we saw the Sukhoi 22 M3 here, and we have a lot of aircraft here, a lot of stuff, so take a look. If you see something that I didn't realize it, make sure to leave it in the comments. So yeah, this was it for this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe and keep an eye out for the next video today of all the Israeli aircraft in a couple of hours, I think, from this release. So okay, so I see you guys in a bit, and bye.